Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. I just wanted to get on here just to apologise for being missing over Christmas period, and I think most of December. I was all good intentions and all that, and then the days just have gone by so quickly with no no options and spaces in the day to record anything. I had so many plans, I had so many Christmas projects, and I haven't been able to do any of them. I was concentrating, as you know, I think last time we spoke, on the craft fair for church. We raised double what we raised last year, which was absolutely incredible. So that was wonderful that we could give more money to the charity that we were raising funds for, which was the homeless shelter in the next sort of city to us. And it was just wonderful. But having to concentrate on that so much didn't give me any time for recording some sewing projects and cooking things I had going on. And as it's like for everybody else, Christmas comes upon us, doesn't it? And we didn't do our presents or food shopping's always last minute, isn't it, for fresh stuff? But our presents were very much last minute. We had to rush to get all the presents shopping done, and extra church services, etc., which there always is at special times of year. So I just thought I'd get on here very quickly for an update and just to say Happy New Year. Welcome us all to 2026, and just say, a few reflections on my thoughts for the new year. I don't do resolutions. I don't have a problem with resolutions, by the way. If people, set themselves resolutions and want to do things for the new year, I think the new year can be a good kickstart for people to motivate them. It's not something I tend to do because I'm the sort of person that if I want to do something, I'll just do it any-time, no matter what time of year it is. I'm not going to say, I'll put it off till New Year and then start, But yeah, if any of you are setting resolutions, I wish you all the best with that, and I hope they work out well for you. For me, it is a reset time and a time for me to go, right, try and get all my old projects out of the way into bed so that when a new year starts, I can concentrate on new projects. And I've got a few sewing plans ahead. I've got like book sleeves and makeup bags and definitely project bags to make. So I'm hoping to do some videos of those with you. But as far as knitting projects are concerned, I'm just started the Olga blouse from Petite Knits. I don't know if you can see that very well. Try and get that on for you. I'm making this for my daughter. So this is one that it's inside out, so forgive me for it not looking very neat. But I've got the body done and the hem and the Italian bind off. I'm just on one of the sleeves now. These are where I've been doing the decreases. So I've just got this sleeve to finish, this sleeve to start, and then the neck to pick up and do. So that should hopefully be finished in the next few days. I have also made I don't think that gives you anything in the, I think I'm okay showing you the whole page of that. The Petite Knit Sunday Socks Junior. I do like, I'll tell you which one I prefer for socks is Kay Jones from the Bakery Bears. I do prefer her pattern writing for socks. I haven't found another pattern writer that I can say, yeah, that's so great to follow. I've managed to follow it, but it's okay. But it's not my favourite pattern. Anyway, these haven't been blocked, so they're not very neat and tidy looking, but that was let me just have a look, 3rd size, teeny tiny. So those are going to be going off to their new owner, one of my grandchildren, as soon as I've managed to do another pair in a bigger size. for the sibling. So they'll be getting posted off soon. And then projects, so those are my whips, and that's one whip and one finished project, and it's only the 4th of January. We're doing well. My next one is to finish off my husband's zipper jumper, zipper sweater, which I had to put on hold because of Christmas, you know. But once I finish that, I am going to make a start on the Felix cardigan. I did do a Felix jumper. Found it very easy. It's by Savoury Knitting, and it's a very easy to, well, the jumper was a very easy to follow pattern, so I'm going to presume that the cardigan is the same. And I also want to do the late, I don't think there's anything on here. No. I don't want to share info on paid for patterns. Forgive me for the pronunciation of this. Katova Kika, I think, is the name. And that's the late checkout sweater. So I might do that one a bit later on. That's probably one I'll do later on in the year for next winter. The one I'll do before that, I think, will be the No Frills Petite Knit. Don't think there's anything on there I can't. Yeah, I can't share. Petite Knit, No Frills sweater. I know there seems to be a running theme with petite knits, isn't there? And I don't always find following her patterns that easy. But I manage, you know. That's probably more to say more about me than the pattern writer. I was learnt to knit the old-fashioned way by my mum and grandma, where you knit the front up and the back up, and then you do the sleeves separate, and then you sew it all together, and da-da-da-da. I don't necessarily like that method. So knitting in the round, knitting on circular needles is only something I've been doing for maybe a few short years. So probably it's more about me than it is the pattern writer, I would say. I do like petite knits patterns, but I'm just not always, I think for me, I have to look through it and read through it about 3 or 4 times. And then as I'm knitting it, read through it another couple of times each stage. It doesn't always sink in, but it tends to sink in more as I start doing it. And I think, right, now that makes sense. I'm one of those. So yeah, that's just a very quick update, guys, just to say Happy New Year. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Christ is born, glorify him. That's something we say in the Orthodox Church. And we've celebrated by breaking our fast after liturgy on Christmas Eve. 5th of January tomorrow, so we've got another fast day tomorrow for the Theophany and the church service. I am not at church today because I am still fighting this awful cold that I've had, and I was making prosperity yesterday, so I ruined the loaves, so I had to start all over again. So all day yesterday I was making bread, and I really could have done with having my feet up under a blanket and sleeping, really. Excuse me. Impromptu coughing, as it always comes when you're talking about it. So today all I've done is put a roast chicken in the oven for dinner for when husband gets back from church, and I'm just sitting under my blanket with my hot water bottle and finishing the sleeve of this sweater, just trying to get better because I'm back at the dreaded work tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to after having a couple of weeks off. I always dread going back to work in the new year, and after any leave I've had, really. So yeah, back at work tomorrow. That's been playing on my mind a little bit, causing a bit of anxiety. And once I get back into the rhythm of it, I know I'll be okay, but it's just, who likes going back to work after Christmas? I don't think any of us do we? We're all on retirement, guys, that's all I can say. So I will try and get to you with some more updates on the patterns that I'm knitting and my projects and some sewing, hopefully. Yeah, that's all I've got for you today, guys. I just really wanted to get on here to wish a happy new year, and a happy, healthy, blessed and prosperous new year. Let's make 2026 a really good one for accomplishing whatever we want to accomplish, whether it's a knitting or sewing pattern, whether it's a holiday, you know, something on your bucket list or whatever. I think we all have things we want to get done this year, and pray that we have a really good year. So I will leave you with that, my darlings, and I will say I will hope to see you soon. And for now, goodbye, God bless, take care, and I'll see you again soon. I will talk before I go in more detail about these patterns. If anybody's interested in sort of like the yarn and the gauge, needle sizes and all that, in a more detailed video updates soon, hopefully. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but I will try and do that. So just for now, goodbye, God bless, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now, friends.